Designing smiles and manufacturing restorations. Today we're going to talk about the anterior-posterior transition. Something that has a huge impact, aesthetic impact on smile design and on restorative smile makeovers. Of course, that the anterior-posterior transition is made by the canine. The canine does this job, obviously. And when we are designing the canine, we need to take this transition in mind. The canine, of course, has a different shape than the anterior teeth and has a different shape than the posteriors. But as I like to say, we need to make the canine belong to the same family, right? So we need to know how to shape canines as canines, but use the variations of different shapes of canines to make the canine belong and make this transition in terms of position, axis, size, and shape. It's very common mistake when we are doing only the 6 anteriors to have the 6 anteriors looking nice, but the canine not belonging to the posterior family and creating a bad, poor transition with the back teeth. And that creates a fake looking smile. So we have some exercises that we do to analyze that, to compare visually the distal contour of the canine and the buccal contour of the premolars and molars, and analyze, as we see here on the image, these lines that will allow us to have this perception, very subjective perception, if the canine looks good enough, not only with the anteriors, but also with the transition with the posteriors, mainly the buccal of the canine and the buccal of the posterior teeth kind of belong to the same family. So by drawing these contours and eliminating the photos and just looking at these lines, we can make a more precise judgment and improve the buccal shape of the canine, not only to look good with the anteriors, look good with the face, but also look good with the posteriors and with the buccal corridor. So the anterior-posterior transition, guided and leaded by the canine shape, is a key factor that many times dentists and technicians don't take that in consideration. Mainly when doing only the 6 anteriors is when we see this mistake more often. So keep an eye on that. And if you want to deep dive on this and more, join me on my Designing Smiles course in many different cities all over the world. See you soon.